The dandelion, plant of the sun ruled by fire. Why fire? Its bright yellow bloom looks like the sun follows the sun, like all flowers do. In alchemy, the element of fire is known to burn away things, to cleanse things, and that's exactly what this plant does. Cleanse you from the inside out, full detox, whatever problems you have with your liver, kidney, or bladder. Bladder because it is a diuretic, it will make you pee. Digestion issues, it will help with that by stimulating the bile, getting that going. And fire because of its tenacity. Any ground, no matter how degraded, this thing will grow. Pretty amazing, pretty inspiring. It's called dandelion because of its leaves. Dandelion in French means lion's teeth. You can see there. All parts of the plant are edible. Flower, leaves, and roots. Loaded with vitamins, a load of lovely minerals. Yeah, in this video we're going to be making all sorts of things with this plant. Dandelion honey with the blooms, capers with the buds, coffee with the roots, and a ferment with the leaves. Enjoy the video. I don't know. So, step 1, get outside and start picking dandelions. I'm doing so with the help or hindrance of Mimi. Haven't decided which yet. We've let the dandelions run wild in our garden, so you don't have to worry about overpicking. They are everywhere, and you'll see later on they'll bounce back. All that nectar. More dandelion than you possibly need. Oh, so sweet. Yeah, you want to do this in the morning when all the sap is running. And there's still so many. Beautiful. Let's go and process them. First things first, you're going to want to wash them. Who knows how many creepy crawlies love sweet nectar of dandelions, but I'm betting it's a lot. Because just sniffing this, it smells so good. It smells already like honey. We haven't done anything to it yet. Get the colander out. I don't even think they're all fit in here. But yeah, we're going to have to do batches. I may have picked too many, but you know what? There was too many in the first place. I'm just going to put it straight in the pot. Here we go. Round 2. Funny, when you're actually picking them, you may think all the stickiness is the pod, but there's also latex in the stem, so all that white stuff coming out of the stem, that's all latex. You could, if you really wanted to, make your own latex things. So here we go. So from here you can do anything really. You can do a cold infusion if you want to make a little dandelion lemonade, or a hot infusion. I feel like cold's always better because there's certain things like vitamin C which gets destroyed in the heat, but this will make a lovely honey because they already smell like honey, as I've said about 4 times now. It's about covered. Not using any measurements, just whatever feels best. Time to boil. Now that we've got to a nice rolling boil, I'm just gonna take it off the heat, put a lid on it, and forget about it for about 6 hours. If you are pressed on time, you can do it for about 2 hours, but the longer you leave it to steep, the more of the medicinal qualities are going to seep into it. So I'll see you in about 6 hours. Right, so it's been more like 7 hours. The whole day has passed. Been working at the alarm, fell into a patch of nettles, but we'll talk no more of that. Ooh, still very warm. Pretty much made tea, so if you want a little drink, if you want to save some tea in the fridge, the world's your oyster. Get a cheesecloth. Congealed flour glob. Lovely. Oh, very dark. You actually can use this as a dye if you want. Dye some clothes or use it as ink, painting. It does smell delicious. It smells like dandelion. Wow. Oh my god. That's really sweet already. That's crazy. I've been disappointed with dandelion tea in the past, probably because we didn't use enough dandelions, but apparently that was enough. Big concern if that wasn't enough. There is a bitter note, but you know when it's bitter, it's good for you. Consolation at least. Pour this back in. So what we're gonna put in, just a bit of lemon, vanilla extract. You can use whatever flavors you want, really. Finally, sugar. Now you would use half as much sugar as you have water, but that's quite a lot of sugar. We're using coconut sugar. Unrefined sugar works just as well. I'd stay away from refined, seeing as this is medicinal. Whatever you have is what you have, I guess. Could do a taste test. That's a perfect amount of sweetness, actually. Maybe a little more. Trust your intuition. Oh, doesn't it look nice? Turn that down a bit. Let it simmer. Let it reduce to your desired consistency. Probably around an hour. Depends how much liquid you got. So it's actually been 3 hours. It's reduced by quite a lot. Does taste good. Oh, Here's our finished dandelion honey. Kind of wish I strained it after an hour, because it would still have been this consistency and would have kept more of the antioxidants. But still smells really good. I'm definitely going to use this in baking or flavouring homemade kombuchas and stuff like that. Definitely going to do it again. I'd say if you were going to make it yourself and you really wanted the honey-like consistency, add more sugar, maybe a bit of pectin. Yeah.
Capers are a ridiculously easy recipe, so we're just going to breeze through this one. Again, with the massive help of Mimi. She's doing her best. You'll notice to pick the greener stems, as they're the fresher ones. As they age, they start going red and darker, so you want to avoid those ones.
Try one. What one is? It's alright. Bitter.
When you have enough, give them a good rinse, then put them in the jar that you're going to use. Fill it up with apple cider vinegar or any homemade vinegar you have. I like to do it this way so you can know the exact amount and you can just pour it out and dissolve the salt in it. For this amount I'm using 2 teaspoons, and like the honey you can use whatever flavours you want, whatever pickling spices and such. And that's it. Told you it was easy.
Okay, let's try one of these cake. It's been sitting in the fridge for a few days now. Cheers. The bitterness is gone.
Yeah, because I was expecting it to be really bitter.
Oh, vinegar aftertaste.
That's nice.
We made them edible.
Yay!
Time for my favourite recipe, dandelion coffee. The only one of these recipes that we've made before. Oh, it smells so rich, nice and chocolatey. We're going to make more. Got the shovel out for this one.
It can be difficult to tease out those long tap roots, and because our garden soil is so poor on top of builder's rubble, it took a few attempts before we got some decent ones.
There you go. Time to wash.
Mimi's now completely given up on helping, enjoying the hot sun while I sweat my face off.
The roots and the leaves. See the difference. Quite the labour of love. It's definitely worth it.
But when you've got enough roots, you want to slice them up. Thinner slices for thicker stems and thicker slices for thinner, just so it cooks evenly.
Really wants that root. It's ready to go in the oven.
I actually jumped the gun. First you have to dehydrate it. If you don't have a dehydrator, then it is time for the oven. Just dry them on a low heat, around 70 degrees, 60 degrees. Keep it in the oven for about 4 hours and it should dry up.
You know, it goes up to 70. Very good.
It's been about 6 hours now. Nice and dried. If it snaps, it's ready. You always want, when you're drying stuff, for it to snap before it bends. Now this goes in the oven at 160 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes.
Coming downstairs, it smells so nice and chocolatey.
This is the amount you want it cooked. Brown, but not black. It's blackened, you'd get like a burnt taste, but browning them like this releases nice, deep, rich flavour. Mortar and pestle here. Coffee grinder will work. It's best to do this while it's hot still.
I literally was like, it's all cooking chocolate. I thought someone was baking brownies, so I was like, nice.
There we have it. Fresh dandelion root coffee. Ah, it smells so rich and chocolatey. Can't wait to enjoy this, you know. Bro!
I'm gonna do that again.
No.
We have found the jar.
A jar that is suitable for that much coffee from that many roots. Not bad. Delicious. Delicious. As expected.
Nice opportunity to use our last and final ingredient, the dandelion. The blooming leaves! They are quite bitter on their own. They are good to eat alone because it repairs tooth enamel. Crazy when we figured that out. That one actually quite sweet. I was expecting it to be bitter, but it's quite sweet. Either way, we're going to try and eliminate the bitterness entirely. We're going to lacto ferment it. Now, whatever you want to lacto ferment, you want about 2 to 4% of its weight in salt. 220 grams of dandelion, washed, and in the milk jar. Break them up a little bit. Oh, I got one. The process of lacto-fermentation is basically unlocking the lactobacillus bacteria that's already in plants, already in most plants. So you can do it with 90% of fruit and veg, just using salt, which is good because we like simplicity. Here we go. We fill this up with water. You do want everything under the water, all the plant material under the water. So we're going to put a weight on it. 3% of 220 is 6.6 grams of Himalayan salt here. Drop off this brine, or this water, it's becoming a brine now, just to let the salt dissolve in it. Put a stone on it, and that should be enough to keep all the plant material underwater. Maybe a little bit more water just to be safe. Now you want to leave that for about 2 to 6 days until it reaches a tanginess that you can tolerate. Excited about this. We're done!
Nice breakfast.
The bitterness is gone.
Completely gone.
That's really nice.
I was unsure because of the smell.
Yeah, it didn't really smell much.
It still tastes fresh, weirdly enough. The taste is actually really mellow, which I didn't expect. Fermented stuff is normally really strong.
Yeah.
Can't believe I didn't think of this, but it makes perfect sense. Microgreens are the best, easiest and tastiest way to get all the nutrients plants have to offer. And for something like dandelion, where the entire plant is edible, it's perfect. All you have to do is soak the seeds in a jar, wait for them to germinate, and voila, you have some delicious sprouts you can enjoy on your food. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this deep dive into dandelions. Hope you give some of these recipes a try. If you do, let us know how it goes, let us know what you change, and let us know what plants we can do next.
Thank you for watching.